Okay, so class, let's continue with the next article, that is Article 16. Okay, now under Article 16, it is your right to equality of opportunity. That means the basis of discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, place of birth, gender should not be there in matters to related to employment or appointment in any of the offices. That means it should prohibit any kind of a discrimination that is being done, and every individual must be provided with the equal opportunity to participate or for any kind of employment work, for any kind of you can say appointment to any kind of office. Okay, so under Article 16, it provides that every individual must be provided with the right to equality of opportunity without any discrimination based on gender, caste, race, religion, etc. Okay, now Article 17 is referred to abolition of untouchability. Now we know that the practice of untouchability is one of the, you can say, crude manifestations of inequality in the Indian society. Okay, so the practice of untouchability has also been abolished under Article 17, and there should not be any kind of a discrimination among the people belonging whether to a, you can say, higher caste, higher class, or lower caste or lower class. Okay, so the same right should be provided to all the people of a particular society or of a particular state. Okay, so that should be there. That abolition of untouchability has been done under Article 17. Now under Article 18 we have abolition of titles. That means there should not be any kind of a title which should be holded by an individual. Okay, that means the state will not provide any kind of a title to any individual except the two titles, as you can see, academic and the military title. Okay, now even the citizen of a nation India, that means Indians, are not allowed to take the opportunity of accepting the foreign titles from the foreign countries. Are you getting? So there are only two ways through which the titles can be provided, that is your academic and your military, right? Academic and military are only the two aspect or the two perspective with the help of which the titles can be provided. Are you getting? So military, like you can say, there are different positions which has been given, like colonel, brigadier, major. Okay, so these are those titles which have been provided to an individual by the government or by the country. So these are the titles which has been provided to them by the government, and it doesn't comes under your abolition of titles. Are you getting? So the next one which is there is your next freedom, that is right to freedom under Article 19 to Article 22. So let's start with Article 19. So under Article 19 we have basically 6 rights which are underlies under Article 19. Okay, so let's see one by one. As you can see, first one is your freedom of speech and expression. That means as an individual you have the right to express your own opinion, okay, your own convictions, your own point of view freely without any kind of a fear. The next one is your B, freedom of assembly. That means you have the right, okay, to assemble in a group, okay, but that assembling you should be done non-violent, should be conducted non-violent, and should not cause any kind of a disturbance to the public peace. Third one is your freedom to form association. Okay, that means you have the right to form the association, to form a group of 11, 12 members, whatever. Okay, you have the right to form association of any kind. whether it's related to the political issue, whether it's related to social issue or the cultural issues. You have the right as an individual citizen that you can form the associations. Okay. Next one we have freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India. That means as a citizen of a nation, you have the right to move freely without any kind of a disturbance in whichever area, in whichever part, in whichever, you can say, state of India, but within the territory of India. You have the freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India. Next one you have is your freedom of residence. Okay, now I'll give you one example regarding freedom of residence. As we all know that recently Article 370 has been abolished, because of which now J&K comes directly under the control of the central government. Because as we know that earlier Jammu and Kashmir was having a separate constitution of their own, were having a separate rules and regulations of their own, as the J&K has been provided with a special provision by the Indian government. But now by abolishing the Article 370, okay, now the J&K comes directly under the control of the central government. That means now the people of the India or the people of the other state of India have the freedom to buy the land, to buy the property in J&K. Okay, so freedom of residence means you have the right as a citizen of a particular nation to reside and settle down throughout the territory of India. That means you can buy the land, you can build your house, and you can settle down in whichever area, in whichever hook and corner of the territory of India. But that has to be within the territory of India. Next one we have is your freedom of trade and occupation. Now that means as an individual citizen, you have the right, you have the freedom to choose any kind of a profession that you would like to choose for yourself. Are you getting? You can choose whatever profession you want to do. You can choose whatever occupation, whatever kind of a work that you want to do, whatever kind of a business that you want to hold, import, export, trading partners, whatever profession, whatever occupation you would like to do. As a citizen, you have the freedom to do the needful for yourself.